So we have Love Island USA episode 6, and yeah, we have Cinco who picks Trina, and Cash obviously gets quite emotional, and we also have 3 new bombshells as well. I don't know how many bombshells they're bringing in, but it just becomes a lot, man. It's 3 new girls. I think it's just too much. Hey guys, it's Moral Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my TikTok, guys. Head over to my TikTok. Appreciate it, and the reviews there everybody is loving. Subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into this video. Of course, this triangle of Cinco, Trina, and Cash, I think it's just really carrying the show. I think it's something that everybody is loving to watch, or to hate, or to be irritated. It's inducing engagement. Now, I think both Trina and Cash are pivotal to this storyline and pivotal to this season, because they both represent 2 completely different people. Where you have Cash, who's trying to be, clear and reassuring, and being, somebody who gets emotional, thinks that she's done something wrong, or that is somebody that can be easily manipulated, perhaps to an extent. And you also have someone like Trina, who is kind of making a situation about herself, talking about her own truth, when I don't think she really has her own truth. And I feel like the way she's gone about it isn't morally correct. But at the end of the day, this is a game show. This is Love Island, and this is what you're here for. If you want that man, by all means, do as you please to go and get that man, even if it's morally right or wrong. And I feel like you need to have characters like that on a show like this, because it definitely induces so much engagement. Had she not been like this, there would be no triangle, there would be no entertainment, there would be no frustration from that perspective. And I feel like she is definitely filling that hole very easily. But also, somebody who's a psychiatrist, I do also feel like she's somewhat gaslighting Cash. I feel like gaslighting is an extremely strong word, and I also feel like people use this word so loosely and don't even know what it even means. And I'm going to use it very tightly here, because I feel like the definition of gaslighting is when you're doubting somebody else's sanity, where they begin to question themselves and feel like they're in the wrong in a situation. And for Trina to on that table get emotional and feel like Cash is trying to impose something on her when she isn't at all, is 101 manipulative tactics that are being used here. And I actually think it's very clever, because she knows she can use these on Cash, because she knows that Cash will fall for this type of stuff and then will get emotional and think that she's done something wrong, and then off Trina goes with Cinco living their best life. In theory, if we want Cash to succeed on the show, we want her to be with somebody that is great for the show. So if that isn't Cinco, that is a blessing in disguise, and that will go off. I just had this feeling that I don't think Cinco is a huge player for doing that, only because it is the first week. I don't see this being a 3-week situation with Cash, and then Trina comes in and then he dumps Cash for Trina, whatever. I don't think it's anything like that. This is only the 6th day of this show. It hasn't even been a full week yet, so I wouldn't grant him that kind of sneaky, divisive, kind of evil person who drags somebody along. Like, I don't think it's like that as of right now. But at the same time, we also have one of the new bombshells who is also coming in. It was nice to see her get along with Cash. And that, I liked you, I watched you, the way you took off your wig and stuff like that. Like, it was inspiring to me. That was great for her to see, and that kind of just like has that nice bond. But then also in the trailer, she said that this triangle is about to turn to a square. So even she is now going for Cinco as well. And I think that in itself might make this whole situation a little bit tedious. I feel like maybe Trina will get a taste of her own medicine, and as well. And I feel like then it also just slims Cash's chances even more. But at the same time, I think Cash deserves somebody better than Cinco. I think she deserves somebody that reassures her, that is looking out for her, that doesn't have their eyes looking at other girls, but is just focused on her. And I feel like she deserves that, and hopefully Love Island USA will bring somebody in for her as time goes on. What I don't want to see now is Cash going home. That's what I don't want to see. I don't like it when we have a bad ending for these islanders. We all want them to at least have a proper good chance with 1 or 2 people on the show. So hopefully she does have other chances as the show carries on. We also then have who else do we have on the show? Like, listen, if it's not Trina, Cash, and Cinco in this triangle, I don't think I'm really interested in anything else going on, really and truly. I feel like the Shannon and Josh stuff, is just going to be short-lived anyways. I don't know why Shannon even picked him anyways from that recoupling, but clearly she has a lot of feelings for him that she isn't really showing. We also have, what else do we have on the show? Oh my god, I've just gone a complete mind blank. I don't ever go mind blank in a review. We then also have Will and Kira, who seem to be on great terms as well. And we also have that boy, Asaya, I believe his name is. He is just picking up these bombshells. Not so bombshells, sorry. He's just picking up these contestants and, you know, just taking them with wherever he wants to go. And, you know, he's feeding Shannon, he's speaking to her, and I feel like he's speaking to Amy a little bit here and there. Like, he has his options, but I feel like to have 3 new girls coming in one night, it's just a lot. It's too much. I think that in itself is too much. I also don't like the narrator of the show. I find him to be extremely annoying. I don't like his voice. I'm so used to the not normal voice, but like the original voice. But it's just like, I just, his jokes don't bang for me. I'm not really here for that. I find that to be quite boring, to be honest with you. But other than that, I don't think the season is boring. I think the season is great. Strong cast. They started off great, and hopefully, you know, it continues that way. And it looks like it is. And I feel like this now square that it's going to become for Cinco, he obviously is in a great position because he has 3 girls fighting over him. And, you know, that might make him a little bit more cocky. He might get a little bit too confident. And on this show, guys, don't get too confident or cocky because things can turn for you in an extremely quick time. I do like Will and Kira together. I feel like, you know, they kind of work together better than Will and Amy. I feel like Olivia needs to go. I don't think anybody's really interested in her. She's been there from the beginning, and I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel for her currently. And I just feel like, again, I think this apparently season is not as long as our seasons, and this is shorter like the last one, and it is just 6 weeks. So perhaps that's why they're rushing the bombshells and bringing them in like constantly. But I just feel like, yeah, I feel like they are really taking center stage for the show for this week. And I am not really seeing anybody else that I'm massively intrigued, or, you know, or I'm not really gauged into anybody else. I feel like the bombshells that are coming in are absolutely bombshell worthy. I feel like the quality of these contestants is absolutely amazing, and I'm here for that, to be honest with you. I thoroughly am. I don't see Amy and Jeremy working out together at all. Are they even a couple? I don't even know. I just made that up. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But listen, if it's not those 3, if it's not this triangle storyline, which I think is carrying the show right now, I don't think anything else for me is as interesting or as appealing. A lot of people like Corey and Giovanni. I'm not a fan of either one of them. I just feel like both of them, I don't know, it's early days. You know, bringing a girl in that they both like and the girl likes them can really bring out somebody's personality. So if that happens for either one of them, perhaps I will like them more than I do right now. And I think that is something that we need to take into consideration. Let me know your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this review for Love Island USA. Some of these will come out right after the show when it airs at 3 in the morning. Some of them will come out the next day after, because sometimes I'm just not bothered to review another Love Island show on the same night, 3, 4 in the morning. It's just a lot to do sometimes. So oftentimes they'll just come out the next day. And if these titles spoil it for you, then oh well, stay off your phone, stay off the platform, don't go on social media, because once an episode is out and you're seeing spoilers, only you are accountable for that. Like, I find it very weird. People are like, oh Murad, you know, don't put this title, you don't put this, avoid this. Of course I'm going to put the titles of something going on that is dramatic to aid and induce engagement. I'm not going to hide things around for the benefit of somebody who didn't have the time to watch the show when it came out. I've seen spoilers for shows when I don't want to see them and I'm pissed, but only I can blame myself and myself only, because the show's been aired, so I should be avoiding social media until I've watched the show. It's just a common basic rule. Let me know your thoughts are, guys. Subscribe to the channel, click that button for daily and consistent content, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.